They're going to be going quite heavy outside. We've got Rain back outside, back on the prowl in this position.
A lot of utility, only smoke and a flash. This looks like contesting outside with the P250.
Oh, dropping down. It's going to be Maka appearing into the crosshair of Rain. A 1-for-1 as Carrigan also hits the deck as Rain's out of bullets, and he's still alive because he has help from Jacob coming in. The Polish player mowing them down with a triple kill on the Joe Berettas. Sounds like it.
Carrigan bringing the energy early on.
He's got to realize how important that is at this point of the day. And Lucky going to drop Jacob. So an opening kill here for 3D Max on the T side. The outside smokes have come in, but no one's playing with him because 3D Max fully focused on the inner bomb site. Baroki. All right, this is going to test him. Is Baroki awake? Here on the ramp, MP9 ready to go. Utility around the corner. Baroki's got one in the MP9 and traded out by Gravity. So one and done. Reaction for FaZe Clans. They didn't have the rotation down to hell from Frozen, so they know that the lower bomb site's being completely occupied, and Rain will know this because he can hear them just on the other side of that decon door. So there's the plan coming in. Gravity, oh, not denied, and Rain doesn't get a single kill. He's going to be very frustrated about that. Relies upon the rest of his teammates to try and step up, and Carrigan gets nothing. So it's Frozen stuck in the vent. Good fight on that first headshot. No defuse coming in right now.
They're low HP.
He definitely has a chance at this. Frozen going to be trying to come back in here through the double doors. Having a little bit of a look, and Gravity and Lucky have now got away from that site. Good crossfire. It's going to make it tough here for Frozen to get both, and in fact, it is. So
find anything, and FaZe Clan 5 M4s. Rain with an aggressive play outside.
Yeah, Rain outside again. This playground here in Belgrade. He's got himself to the side of the smoke, and Body's going to walk right through him, and Rain is so elusive, so he's gone already. He's back in behind the cover of those smokes.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. He killed the outside player, but saw some more utility coming in. Gravity is going to get to secret stairs at the very least, so still a chance for 3D Max in this round.
Carrigan not going to be too happy about that smoke.
Looks like they're going to try to split B with Gravity. There's no one down secret, no one who has this information. If Gravity decides to risk it, okay, he is using a Molotov for stairs, so that should be a cue for FaZe Clan.
Let's see what Frozen can do about this ramp hold. Done very well with the first. Oh, he's blinded. He's completely stuck in the open. It's going to be Brokey trying to patch up the hole. AWP, or rather the bomb, trying to make its way down the ramp, and we got Maka diving down with him. So Gravity already in the vents, cutting the rotations. If FaZe try and come down the vents here. So Rain, oh, he spotted the ass. If Gravity knows he's in that, he wants a piece of it. Here he comes. Rain around the back. Gravity going to be taken down from behind, and a second kill offered up here for Rain. A lot of damage done, but he's out of bullets, so it goes to the USP, and Maka's going to help him out. Lucky goes down, and Brokey with the final headshot to execute 3D Max. So they've done the initial outside wall. No one crossing with it to go secret. Body's using them to get main, and oh my god, he's actually caught the perfect timing. Jacob turns around, but he's got it. That's a free kill. That's an opening, and they're going to flood out door. Exercise coming out of the hut as well, and Carrigan trying to patch it up from heaven. But he's losing teammates rapidly, and FaZe needed a second out of Carrigan, and he's got it towards the hut. But still tough at this point. 2v3 retake of the A bomb site for Brokey and Frozen.
There's no more smokes on the side of 3D Max here, block out main or anything, so they have to sort of try and get these fights. And Body does get the one on Brokey. Frozen eats a nade. Great headshots from Body.
Rounds picked up here for 3D Max. AWP out for Brokey. He's going to be watching outside with it, so smokes come up again. Oh my god, what, Brokey? That's got to feel so rough. Maka just sends a bullet through multiple smokes, and Brokey's head full of lead. Ryan's going to be smoked in main. There's a little bit of a gap for him to continue to gather information from this spot. Frozen is now completely paranoid about how much ground they've just lost towards Garage and possibly even Heaven, and he's just trying to gather as much info as he can here. Frozen's in a tough spot.
A very awkward round. They want to fight outside. Both Rain and Jacob are waiting the fade smoke.
Jacob's going to try and fight, but there's an AWP on the angle, and Body's going to nail that opportunity. Frozen's about to clear out Gravity at Heaven. He's got this kill locked in. And then checking towards Garage. They know the AWP is that. Body going to be pushed from Carrigan, but Body does well. Gets the op shot perfectly placed on Carrigan's chest. Very awkward still for FaZe. But can Rain and Frozen pull this back? And now only Frozen in the rafters reveals his position. Exercise going in for the trade, and he gets it. 3 rounds, and 3D Max showing that they've got some prowess in the guns.
Go down vents instantly, though. And again, we see the 4-1 play from the side of 3D Max.
I've seen these smokes, thrown out every time. Not necessarily seeing 3D Max play down through Secret with him, but Rain's going to make it very expensive to go outside. He's got a double kill out of his position. Gravity at least trading 1 back, and Lucky has snuck his way into the vent. So, minute and 5 seconds left on this clock, and FaZe up a player.
Up a player, but down some map control, and that's why you see the reaction to go for the lobby crunch from the side of FaZe Clan. Maka is just holding out for anyone trying to get information on Yard. And eventually Brokey does go for it and finds Maka, who was low HP. So Gravity will go and pick up the bomb. Let's see if Rain will catch him. Yes, he will. That's the bomb down. Lucky now in a 1v4 situation. I think they have a pretty good guess of where he is.
Yep, they've got him surely here. This is going to be a Rain 4K if he can collect Lucky. He's had a fantastic round here. First time 3D Max have committed so many other forces outside, and it should have been a lot cleaner there, but...
baited by the shadow.
Yeah, he absolutely was. So Rain just laughs it off. No problem. He learned his lesson. Well, Gravity going to a MAC-10. The in-game leader very comfortable playing with the SMG. Can throw himself at problems. Create space for his squad. Can be hanging back, not exactly moving forward just yet. Look how dynamic Rain's positioning has been throughout this first half. You know, he's over at ramp now, he's outside. It's like, feels pretty comfortable freeing up Brokey to play multiple positions with the AWP. Guess that's a positive feature of when Alicia's in the team. Rain's actually got experience across the whole map now on the CT side.
Definitely so, and you can see again the pressure on FaZe Clan to get some map information. Carrigan pushing hard.
Well, Lucky's patience about to pay off. At least getting the trade back here on Carrigan, but fantastic work for Jacob to stay stuck to the plan. You know, he goes again, he gets that trade and walks away with his life. And now Rain, freed up by that chaos, is going to push into the trophy room and get into lobby. 20 seconds left here for 3D Max. This round ain't happening. It's a save call up on the T roof, almost surely, unless it's a last-ditch effort to run right into Jacob at the flank. Oh, that could have been the bomb. Jacob needs to hold on, and he's doing a decent job. Nearly gets the entire lineup. An extra cease. He's going to go for the plant right now. He's committed to it, not denied. And now he actually has a chance to win this with 3 HP. Very unlikely. We'll see what he can do because, so close to the kill on Rain. But Rain able to react, and not bad for 3D Max. It's quite quick here for Gravity. He's going to go out the single door to the vent. Vent dive successful. He's made it down. His teammate's trying to get through ramp. Frozen. Once again, same position, same piece of impact. He gets the 1 kill. And he slows them down. He keeps them at bay for now, but Gravity, remember, is currently leaping his way through lower. He's got a kill on the MAC-10. The P250 chasing him down, and eventually Brokey able to get it. Absolute chaos on 1 HP. The bomb now being planted on the Astralis plant spot, and we've got a 2v3 post plant for 3D Max to try and close on. Not 2v2 thanks to that kill. Jacob close. Rain backs him up, swinging into the open. Lucky with the first headshot. Rain to go down as well, and 3D Max with some speed into this round.
Again on that B bomb side, he had a round earlier where he did great.
Great opening again. Macto with the double makes magic happen. And Jacob pulling it back though. The FAMAS with 3 has ripped apart 3D Max's early success. And that's more like it from the new pole inside of FaZe. We've got Gravity 1v2 and so low on health. 45 HP to his name. Let's see if he's capable of even getting close to this one. Mac is double opening. You thought that was going to be enough for 3D Max to be comfortable. But Jacob does some fantastic work to pull it back.
Absolutely, that's why they got him. That crisp, clean aim that Carrigan was talking about with the FAMAS. Looked like with the double entry from Maka, it was all but over. Jacob finds a way to bring it back. And now still a 2v1, still a chance for Gravity, but he doesn't have the bomb. There's a lot of time, so eventually they'll start to worry about a lot of different spots and angles.
Jacob currently 14-5. Hell of a start here into Nuke. Last round of the half. Gravity giving this a go. And he's going to go down to Jacob, who secures a 4K in the final round of the first half. FaZe's forces heading towards ramp. You got Rain up on top of Silo as well.
They didn't miss their smoke.
Yeah, true. Well, Mac is going to hear the steps of Rain up on top of that main roof. Carrigan's got some space outside, now detected by Gravity. Now the ramp prong to the approach comes in. Body waiting at Hell. It's going to back off to the bottom of the ladder, but FaZe have already got down lower, but so is Lucky, and he's waiting. It's a strong position with a USP if he can be clean with it, and he certainly is clean on the first shot. Can Lucky get a follow-up here as Brokey hunts him down? He'll break him off the back, and we've got Carrigan left with 1 HP, but he's in the vent. He's backtracking exercise, and that's going to be an easy kill for the P250. 3v2, and very difficult to see a world in which Body and Gravity pull this back if they don't move quickly. No kit on their backs as they move forward into the site. Gravity not wasting any time, but Brokey will waste him. And we've got Body stuck on ramp, so FaZe Clan are going to win both pistols and an opportunity here to get a good start on the T side.
Secures the second pistol as well for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, we're going to force buy here for 3D Max. We heard in the interview yesterday from Hunter saying how difficult it is when you lose both pistols to win a map. So 3D Max will put a lot of pressure on winning this force buy, and that's a great start for Maka. Another shot through the smoke. This time going to be on to Carrigan. We've got Jacob. Oh, it's a tough situation for him. All of a sudden, Lucky with a double on the MP9, make it 3. And that is ridiculous. 3D Max making this round look so easy. Well, there we go. Every single player for 3D Max stays up. We've got the buy coming in for FaZe, finally, here in the second half. AK's out on 5.
Seems like Body's going to go for an aggressive play here. Flash by Maka or HE. All right. I like it.
Start of the smoke. Carrigan. Oh, goes down. Body just walks right into it. Frozen fighting back. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. So that lobby push has not worked out whatsoever for 3D Max. Oof. It is looking good for FaZe. Another headshot, this time from Rain. And a 4v2. Unless Body goes massive. Oh, he did see Frozen that. Maka also in tandem. It's a 1v2 though for Body. He's still got everything to play for with a minute 5 seconds.
This is interesting. Brokey went... Okay, he just went down... Okay, they're going down secret. They just smoked main, but Body's one step ahead of them. He's waiting here. And now they're split up too, so... I think they're maybe second-guessing themselves a little bit. FaZe Clan or...
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, no second-guessing for Body because he has no brain in his head. That's a big shot coming in. That's
3D Max. Maka with a quick break going down secret with the AWP, but FaZe Clan on their side of things, a slower default this time around. Frozen another entry.
Yeah, he's having a great time. Last round, 2 kills, so far 1.
I see him on Mirage yesterday. He was 18-0 on T side at some point. On T side!
What? So wild. Almost reminds me of that Rain Dust 2 game. Rain's got himself over towards Secret. It's a strong position to have early on. A minute left here in the round, and Brokey's waiting to punish a peek from Lucky. Oh, Maka severed off from his teammates. Jacob now in a powerful position up on top of main. He can maintain this and really lock down outside. Brokey's still waiting it right. He's got the ball on his back here. Here's the dive down from Jacob. Slowly inching their way forward here, FaZe Clan. With 35 seconds left, eventually they've got to go. And Maka just waiting to strike on Rain. It's Lucky to fall. Jacob gets that pick outside on him, and so now Maka waiting for his moment. He's going to get it. There's Rain walking right in towards him. 20 seconds left. FaZe looking to finish on the ace site and Body. He's up on top. It's just 1 kill from him. Brokey to trade it out, and Maka's stuck in the vent. He can't go up that ladder, and so that plants in for FaZe.
And Gravity was right next to him, so both of them in a tough situation here. They want to try the retake. They would have to go up secret stairs, but being so far out of position, I think it's just going to be a save so they can drop guns to Body and Lucky in the following round and go for another full buy. Right up T-Red with the op.
Yeah, realizing gotta start bringing the fight to FaZe a little bit more here. Can see this, and we're getting that territory where 3D Max will lose their map pick. Ancient is the second, and we know 3D Max have openly talked about how Ancient has been a struggle for them. We've seen that against the Mongols in their opening game. They got banged out on it. Utility pumping in towards the A-bomb, so that's going to be exercised, holding the close angle at Hut, and a double kill. Gravity stepping up and a shutdown. FaZe get absolutely destroyed on the attempt to get out, and Brokey's getting spammed down through the walls. Everybody for 3D Max ready for the A play. Cole Carrigan's going to cook up for a round like this. Obviously want to try and get a bomb plant out of it. So maybe just a quick pop into the A-bomb site through the door. Gravity going to be diving down. Ooh, they get it. They get down the vent. So now it's a little bit of panic stations for 3D Max as they realize that lower bomb site might just be conceded. There's no one down there, so a plant's coming in for sure. But for FaZe Clan, obviously not expecting to win this round, but that's a small victory already. Ooh, very close. Body could be broken. Oh, Jacob, you just let him know you're coming with a little click. Body turns and finds the headshot. But a ball plant for FaZe gives them extra money going into the next. But the scoreline now tied up 10-10.
And I think
Maka attempting to catch Rain, jumping up behind that box. It's going to be Gravity falling first.
another entry from Frozen.
Yeah, another one picked up on the T side. That might just be enough to convert an 11th. We'll see if FaZe can win on this 5v4 off the back of it. Frozen looking for a second because quite often throughout this half, they have had two players coming at him. He's just going to hit the pause button and allow Rain to move outside. He's crossed with those smokes. He'll be at secret. Just something FaZe have always had over the years is Rain's ability to play alone.
And previously in these scenarios, FaZe Clan was very patient, expecting, anticipating a re-aggress from 3D Max.
Here's a kill. Oh my god, should have been, but Carrigan gets by. Fortunately for Maka, there's an AK down, so he switches out to that for the close quarters combat.
Ramp.
In the meantime, though, it's Body on the double on the ramp play, and only a single kill comes back from FaZe, so it ends up being a 3v1 all of a sudden. So from a 5v4 to a 3v1 in favor of 3D Max. It is now Rain with everything to do, and Maka knows, well, if he hasn't been spotted, the only place he could be is making his way down secret, and Body lets out a yell, because that's a huge round to win for 3D Max.
That's mad.
It's not like they've had the red carpet rolled out for them. Rain could be walking through the outside smokes. Another upper boss, but the problem is FaZe haven't had too much success in actually getting out into the site. I think 3D Max have been able to shut this down quite a bit. Might be a similar story here with utility being deployed, but the flashes are good for FaZe, and they've got more space this time. From Heaven, it's a single kill from Lucky. Gravity turning inside of main, and they have got into the site. A dink landed on Maka. You can't let this one go, 3D Max. This is a golden ticket, a golden opportunity, and they won't. So Frozen will fall on the site. No bomb plant, but there was an opportunity.
Towards Silo, he might find Lucky.
Nice shot from Maka. Followed up by Body, so the double push into the trophy room has paid off here for 3D Max. They've got a 5v3 to try and convert this into an opening map victory versus FaZe. They needed Nuke in this series to feel comfortable. And now they're about to grab it. Rain gone, Carrigan and Brokey, the last two remaining members, and despite winning both pistol rounds and a good start in the first half, FaZe Clan have not been able to topple 3D Max on the opening map. The French have come to play, and they take down FaZe. And everybody from FaZe outside of the B side in a smoke instantly deployed to long, but there's 4 players for 3D Max on the site, and then in middle is Body. So there's going to be a lot of bodies here on this side of the map right now for 3D Max. And they're going to try and get into the fight. Exercise taking the first headshot, first blood drawn for the French. And Rain able to back it up with a following kill. Oh my god, how's Brokey got away with that? FaZe just hitting everything right now into the bomb site. Rain continuing to follow up and take space. And even though 3D Max had everybody from the team on the right side of the map, they couldn't even fight against FaZe. Every single pistol round lost so far in this series for 3D Max.
That's why we call him the X Factor. I mean, Brokey had no business staying alive there, let alone finding a kill, and that feels like it was the turning point of the round. Lucky not so much in this one. Positioned really well with the dualies in the smoke, couldn't find any kills.
Oh.
Body now.
Nice shots. Nice shooting! Oh my god, he's killed everyone. That's stylish on the way out.
If he had a kit on site,
Yeah.
he would have had time to defuse as well, but Maka already in a deep position in A main, so again, FaZe Clan is going to meet a lot of 3D Max players if they go towards this B bomb site. Cave smoked again by Gravity. There's still one more smoke on Exorcist. He's just shoulder peeking top banana. FaZe taking their time. They have a lot of utility left, so we might see a B fake into a donut run. It's actually a CT smoke from Carrigan. Let's see if it causes any movement on the 3D Max players. Doesn't seem so.
Well, missed shots from Macus Mag 7. Carrigan able to cut him open. Gravity eventually forced him to the open by the fire. And it hasn't worked out here for 3Max just yet with 29 seconds. It's a 2v4. The bomb now arriving on the B site with a kill from Frozen. Onto the one rifle. It is confirmed. A pretty clean round there from FaZe. Rookie boosted up on the boxes at the bottom of the ramp. Oh. Hasn't gone too well there for Jacob.
And look at the setup from the CTs. There's no one even remotely close towards that A bomb site. They're just completely focused on securing mid, clearing lane. They have 4 players in K. What's going on?
Yeah, what is happening
is
here? Well, they're taking B. Unfortunately for 3D Max, FaZe are walking towards A right now, and it's completely empty. Carrigan's going to find that out real soon. The fastest player to get here is Lucky, and he's a donut. He knows all that utilities ran in towards that A bomb site, and he's just going to be waiting for the cross. But look how quick the rotation is. They're trying to get here before the bomb even gets planted, and that could be a real threat here. Brokey putting it down. Maka getting ready to try and combine and split back into the site with the donut players, and it's worked out so well for 3D Max. Rain is a long way off, and he can't do anything about it. And it comes back to what you were mentioning a few days ago, Janka, when, you know, the A site seems easy to retake before it even gets started.
Yeah. I think also for 3D Max, in that game against the Mongol, at some post-plant positions would have been a slightly different story.
Here's the push out into middle. Good kill from Jacob. That's going to be Lucky going down, no problem. Body's turn as he hears the steps cross over to the smoke to red. We've got Maka waiting with AWP scopes and pushed and not able to take Carrigan down. I love that Carrigan moves through as soon as he hears that scope. And now burning to a team ollie, heating things up. No one really thought Carrigan was going to be all that successful, apparently. Look at Rain. He slipped through into the B bomb set. Look at this. If he goes into the cave, good night. No chance here for Exercise. He's actually managed to get away from the Rain, though.
We completely avoided him somehow. Now Carrigan might get shot in the back of the head.
Rain's got a scent, though. The hunt is on. Did he? Nope.
No.
Oh, my God. It still walks right into Frozen, who will capitalize on his chance. Now, the only player left is Body. He's over towards the A side. Ball getting planted on B. FaZe up 4-1.
Flawless that previous gun round has been able to buy again. Hello.
No, that's worked out very well. Rain is just going to take
somehow in the back.
Yeah, he just starts shooting off a couple of bullets. Carrigan gets wall banged.
Life of an in-game leader, man.
Just
can't catch a break.
Magnets in your head. The bullets just fly towards it. Well, just hanging out, chilling. Gravity and Maka looking to lock down B with a flashbang over towards the top of the ramp. Mac is just going to clear that beehive, and no one's there. So a minute left. Oh, Gravity taking bullets down through the wood.
3D Max, I don't think they love the situation which they're in, being split up 2-2, but also not in a real position to go for any information. Now the B hit comes in. Maka eating a lot of damage from the mollies. Has to fall back behind the smokes, and like FaZe will be able to get the bomb down. This will be a tough retake for 3D Max, even more so with Maka getting spammed through the smoke. probably time to get out and try and save these guns. Gravity gets caught on the way out. Body unlucky now in a 2v3. Will they try to hit on Body to do something?
Look at this. It's just a tower of terror. 3 players just to that right side, same position. You peek that, you got 3 FaZe players looking at you. Lucky, yep, not going to enjoy that. And then Rain takes both away. So
playing against some of these big names, but Falcons might be just one of the main favorites. So looking forward to that one. And 3D Max looking forward to getting some openings of their own.
Body broken. As Rain takes the headshot away, second as he looks back as well, and it's too easy for FaZe. 3D Max's aggression, the style they try and bring to the table, gets absolutely destroyed. 7-1 now for FaZe.
FaZe is quick on this flank. Rain seems to be ready for it.
Oh. Rain evaporated. Now Brokey in the 1v1. A real chance. I called 7-1 maybe a little bit too early as XOC is coming back in with a small opportunity. He's going to tap that defuse. Brokey, how does he play it? It's a 10-second stick around that corner. He's going to go into the peak and a flash puts right in his own face.
For 3D Max on their CT side, like on that AWP, he's able to do so much time and time again. Rain this time switches it up, goes up banana real quick, finds the entry kill. He's going to keep going.
Rain is wrecking them. He's 13-3 right now. This is insane from Rain on the T side. And that space on the B bomb side is putting Gravity under so much pressure. He's held behind smokes, utilities coming in towards him. And the rest of FaZe, they don't even need the pounce right now. They've, oh, head of Body spotted. But now they just move in. Rain just continues to take the space, push up. His teammates can start filtering in with a bomb on their back, and that plant tapped, not committed to just yet. Trying to bait out any utility. And now Brokey can commit to the plant with Rain following up and just killing everybody. So it makes it a lot easier when Rain's having a game like this.
Yeah, it felt like that sort of the utility B was more so to bait out rotation somewhere and then punish 3D Max, but no one was contesting the B bomb side, so FaZe was like, all right, like, they saved some guns, they were able to rebuy, and I just see them buy until the end of this half, just try to get any rounds on the board.
Lucky. He's going to be cleared out. Frozen this time with an opening kill on the T side. Jacob, he's going to get a free kill because Maka would either stand behind the corner and die to the fire or go out with a fight, and Jacob had the advantage in that duel due to the pressure. So 5v3, FaZe surely convert upon this as they set their sights on the A bomb site finish.
Exorcist and Gravity are coming over from B, but they're going to check mid. Did they catch Rain?
Oh, very rough indeed here for Exercise. It doesn't get the greatest angle there on Rain. It makes it a little bit awkward when the first couple of bullets miss. So that plant comes in. FaZe looking at 9 rounds here if they can fend off this retake attempt. Body did push in a minute. No one's fully cleared it. No one's checked for him just yet. Gravity needs to be very successful to open up distraction to allow Body back in. And 3D Max do pull 2 kills back.
2 smokes.
Yeah, 2 smokes. And a kit, remember, as well for Gravity. So they have extra seconds to play with. Brokey knows there's someone in his position. And he's looking for the shot, but he can't get to it. And you can see how awkward it is. Now the defuse being stuck. Gravity's going to hold it. Gravity's got it. Steals the round. Daylight robbery. Rips it out of FaZe's hands.
And maybe they're able to get to 4.
Look at the amount of damage they've done to Brokey and Rain at the start of this round as well. Gravity, confidence now off the back of some success in the previous round. Goes down to the bottom of the B ramp, but no opportunity presents itself, and he backs away to safety.
FaZe is coming, though.
Staying committed towards B.
Or maybe not.
Look at this from Gravity. The second dip, the double dip from Gravity, and he pulls out a triple. Frozen, Rain, and Carrigan gone, and Gravity with back-to-back round success here for 3D Max. A 3rd round might just be picked up off the back of that, and certainly looking likely now as Brokey's left 1v5, nowhere to go, stuck at elbows. So huge performance out of Gravity. After being so quiet throughout the start of this map, he gets the defuse in the previous round, and the 3 kills here as he pushes down the B ramp.
A hit, but Lucky and Body are both there.
Yeah, this time 2 players in the A bomb site. Quite often when FaZe have hit into A, there's been no one actually playing within the site itself. A 1-for-1 to kick things off, but Jacob, fantastic entry ability. Charging his way into the A bomb site. Gravity coming back to be the X Factor again, but he really has to be because his teammates have all fallen down. A 4v2 this time for FaZe Clan. Problem is here for 3D Max, they've got to send both players through Donut, and Frozen surely gets at least one kill. And there it is, on towards Exercise. It's Gravity. Last round of the half. Give it another good go. They know exactly where he is, so there's no element of surprise this time for him. Once again, he does have a smoke and a kit, but getting out of the donut is going to prove almost impossible with Brokey's scope waiting for him, and Jacob's rifle primed out to the right side. So Brokey will take the opportunity, he'll sink the shot, and it's a 9-3 scoreline early on here. He's got a incendiary at the moment, so he can slow things down as soon as he spots a shadow, and that'll hold the back. Body has to take damage, trying to leap through it. And that fire has severed off his teammate, so no trade yet on Frozen. He's got a teammate rotated over here, Frozen, to help him out. Jacob going to be playing just towards Donut, but with that utility down, it has caused 3D Max to rethink their options. So they go in towards red, Maka and Gravity go into this position, and the bomb backtracks out of A main and is going to go through elbow instead. So all four players in 3D Max now in middle. And okay, nice and clean from Rain through that little gap at the side of the box. Gravity jumps over it, doesn't want a taste of that medicine, and he's going to apply pressure towards CT. Can Gravity do it again? Can he pull his team into a round? And he won't this time. Jacob silences him. Exercise and Lucky looking for a bomb plant. Try and get a force buy in the second round. If you're not going to win the pistol, a force buy is going to be so important. It's the only way 3D Max get back into this, and the bomb plant is secured, and a 2v3 is doable to win the entire pistol. Exercise gets his one, but it all falls to Lucky. Needs to step up, and that should have been a free kill, but he whiffs every bullet, and Jacob is going to take him out for a 3K.
Oh, what a ballsy push from Carrick, and his teammate is on 6 HP. And 3D Max really has to force by here. They need that early reset to close the distance to FaZe Clan. And all 5 players towards the B bomb site early on.
Util flying through the sky towards the B-bomb site. Quick execution and a full follow-up behind it as Exercise takes Carrigan out of the equation. Rain will fight back, showing that this problem isn't going to be easy to solve. Lucky blasted away, no chance to the bomb plant. That's going to pull someone either from ramp or out of cave to try and put the bomb down. And yeah, tough scenario here for 3D Max, who got the initial success getting into the site. They got the space to work with, but not the level of comfort to put the bomb down and play the post plant. So Exercise has fallen away, and FaZe Clan into a 2v1 with the bomb in their possession.
They're going to stick together, go for an aggressive play, but Exercise beat them to it. All right, now he lets his position known with that smoke. Frozen and Brokey on the flank. If he is quick about this, he might be able to figure it out.
Well, he's turned back. Second player's there. Brokey, fortunately enough for FaZe, able to trade it. So 11-3.
Down and take any forward positions. Maka's already dead.
So is Ecstasy. So map point for FaZe. And yeah, 3D Max really need to put some work into this Ancient if it's going to keep coming up in the series. I mean, what, that's 8 rounds so far across 2 times played so in this event. Not exactly all that solid from 3D Max.
It's unfortunate for them that a lot of teams, you know, play it or like it at the very least. There's a lot of teams out there that have weaknesses in their map pool that just don't get tested because they share that weakness with other teams.
There goes Gravity and Body. It's going to work out for the MP9. But not for the rest of the squad. For 3D Max as they try and get out towards the site. A little limp-wristed smoke thrown out of the donut. Trying to be able to lurk their way out of it. There's a CT smoke thrown deeper into donut that makes them feel uncomfortable about pushing through it. Rain, speaking of pushing, is all the way around the back lines and T-spawn. And with a minute left, 3D Max going into the B bomb site. There is only one defender here in Frozen. He gets ahead of that smoke with just enough vision to catch Gravity. Sure, takes on board a little bit of damage, but all implanted, 4v2, and FaZe should have a very successful retake to round out this map. Dust2 waiting around the corner. Maka trying to fight on. Lucky trying to extend play. And they might just be able to do it if this Deagle connects another kill here. They line up, but all the kills for FaZe, including a team kill right at the end there. And FaZe bounce back with a very convincing Ancient victory. They get CT cross smoke coming in. We'll see how quick 3D Max move on this.
Very quick. They only have one flash, so they're not going to waste any time here.
Well, Karrakin's going to break open that cross smoke. And that flash effective in pushing those short players a little bit further back. Nice shot from Brokey. That's going to be body going down. Brokey looking for a follow-up, and we got a 5v4 with FaZe ahead on the player count. But that bomb not planted yet. It should come through in just a second here, and Exercise going to be the man to commit to the just behind that box. With Maka taking a kill back. It's short-lived, though, in terms of the even numbers, as suddenly Karrakin, Brokey, and Jacob come collapsing upon that. That's going to be Karrakin, just waiting. He's going to go down, or rather Brokey, taking Maka down, and we've got Exercise also falling, so this initial attack out along has not worked out whatsoever for 3D Max. They get absolutely stopped in their tracks. At least 2 kills picked up in the midst of all the chaos, but with body down on such low HP, just a matter of time before it's a second round in a row here for FaZe. There's even a flank coming around the backside of Rain, and you probably want him to get the kill. He's got the MP9, so a little bit of extra money. He's going to lock him in, so body, they know he can't go anywhere. He is still here, and he will eventually have to walk into either the flank of Rain or the rifles in the site.
If he were to somehow win this, it would be one of the wildest clutches we've ever seen, and somehow he wins out the fight against Rain with 4 HP. All right, that's
he's got a minute, Yanko.
Done, and now there's a lot of time, and he's got a lot of space. I think he spotted both players on A, right, when he shoulder peeked.
Yeah. So he's going to be waiting for a short play or a player to fight from middle. It's going to be really tough just because of the HP, but body, he's got time, and he has separated them. They've decided to split up, turn it into 1v1 fights.
He also just missed Karrakin on the cross, so maybe he just gets the read that one player has left. He's going to get peeked by Karrakin.
Spotted. 25 seconds. Body goes to the fight, flashes up. Now they're doubled up towards CT. It's treacherous out there for body, and eventually he will go down 2-0. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, just walking up, getting so much ground, in fact. Brokey, without an AWP, is going to play this angle with a Galil. Got some support from Karrakin down in CT, trying to heat things up and delay it short. Still pretty early in the round, but 3D Max very much committed into this A bomb shot up through catwalk, gaining quite a bit of control, but Jacob stopping body from making it safely to the site. A second kill from Jacob, and this is all falling apart because FaZe's rotation has arrived. Maka and Lucky fighting out of the pit of despair, and suddenly 3D Max back in with a shot at this.
Frozen has a flash for Brokey.
Yeah, Brokey not being used just yet, and with Rain coming around the backside, it's all on Lucky, and Rain's got the follow-up, so the MP9 continues to farm cash.
I guess in those scenarios, it's a little bit about cooling the opponent off. As we see a brawl up cat. Jacob gonna get a flash from his teammate. Doesn't see anyone.
Yeah, looking to ice out your opponent a little bit. This has been a crazy high-octane start to the half here, and FaZe coming out on top of every single round so far. 3D Max going to gather outside of the B-bomb side, and they're going to be testing a Rain that is hitting hard today. He's the player to look out for, the player to watch on Dust2, and for good reason. He waits and he looks to lock down this B-bomb site. It's just a single kill as Gravity and Body finally fighting forward here for 3D Max. Karrakin going to be a little bit frustrated. He didn't get a second kill out of that, and Jacob leaps to the CT smoke to his death. Finally, 3D Max break through for their first round victory.
Another 4A opening from FaZe Clan.
A very heavy commitment up short. 3 players on the catwalk at the moment. Body going to go through the mid doors. I like the risk he's taking here. Pushing into the smoke and getting out middle into the cubby. And because of that space, you know, look at Gravity. He feels good just to move up with him. They're going to start just walking on this. Karrakin's going to have a rude awakening. Pulls a grenade. Oh, that's rough, and now the flash is good. They've got info on the amount of players up short. Maka trying to take them down. It's going to be tough to peek into this with the AWP, and he misses everything. Suddenly, Gravity and Body having to fight back, and they do so for 3D Max. Minute 5 seconds left. Bomb still trying to get over towards this A site, and Brokey has to step up. He'll strike true and dive down into his spawn.
2v2 now, Rain going for that flank, but Exorcist with the smoke. Probably going to force them to call around too long. Will they go together, or is Brokey going to wait out this cat smoke? Bit surprised he sticks around considering he has an AWP and has to clear a lot of close corners. It's going to have to be Rain doing the heavy lifting, it feels like, and another smoke.
That one being replenished is certainly helping 3D Max's chances, but they're letting Rain play. He needs to be the man to make the space, and Gravity catches him looking the wrong way. So 3D Max, despite a pretty poor start to the round, flip it back in their favor towards the end just by relentless fighting at short side, getting those effective trades. Yeah, Flash popping through those double doors. He's got into the same position again, but this time he's not allowed to stay in that spot. Carrigan's had enough. Wasn't happy how that last round went, so he throws the molly in to force 3D Max into more passive positions. Gravity, he's going to be solo on short. He's going to apply a little bit of pressure with that smoke up. Bid out a few more nades of FaZe. No intentions for 3D Max to go up cat anytime soon.
It's 110 and they baited out almost everything. I mean, it's only Brokey with a nade set and one flash on Jacob. So it's going to be tough in this late round scenario for FaZe Clan.
I guess that comes with the territory when you're an aggressive team and you show that you can go for these faster rounds. Maybe FaZe do get a little bit excited in terms of dumping the utility set, and 3D Max can come up with 50 seconds left to much easier bomb sites. Brokey and Rain have to delay with bullets instead of utility, and they'll certainly do that. Carrigan getting another kill. Rain goes down, but Brokey's been given the extra second to reposition. Dives down out of the window, but that fire heating things up and forcing him into the fight. And that's a fight he did not want to take, and Maka cutting off rotations as the reinforcements rush through CT spawn. It's an important kill to find here for Frozen. In fact, it is paramount that he is successful again here. Jacob beside him. No util, remember, just a kit. It's going to be tough without a flash to get into this B bomb site without losing another player. They're going to walk right into Exercise. There's the trade. It's all on Jacob up against Lucky. And Jacob steps up. Huge headshot onto the platform. And this young Polish player delivering for FaZe. They have to come into this one in a 2v2 through the same angle with no util, and they still win it. Fast play out long. Gravity at the front. Blinded. And they didn't spawn him. And he doesn't get a kill. Oh, he's going to be frustrated about that one. Gravity going down. 2 players lose their lives at the round start here for 3D Max. It is very likely to see 7-2 now for FaZe.
I think if 3D Max had a chance to replay this half, they would not go long at all. It's never worked. Every time they try to go long, you know, and use the spawns, it hasn't worked out whatsoever. They got completely shut down. But let's see, it's 3v5. Maka has the AWP and they have cat control, so they can still do the smoke wall. You see it come in. They're somehow able to break into the side. They might have a chance.
Smoke's up. Going to be delayed just by that CT smoke of FaZe. They can obviously walk through it, but it just makes them a little bit more uncomfortable. Carrigan peering over the top, see if he can spot a pixel. Singed toes for Carrigan. There's so many players here for FaZe. Even if a kill or two comes in here for 3D Max, it's going to take something special to win the round. And it's Body's Tech 9 that does get 2, and eventually just too much heat on his head, so.
Because I highly doubted that 3D Max will try and go out long fast again.
Rain feeling confident, is freed up to run up middle, but it hasn't worked out, so he has to get away. Takes a bullet in the ass, but he's made it away. This Carrigan's also taking damage on board, so not a bad start to the round here for 3D Max. That's even better. Body peeling away Frozen. Double lurk smoke out of the tunnels, and that's going to allow 3D Max to try and extend deeper into the bomb site. Brokey's arrived, big shot. Rain here in the steps, trying to sneak in behind them through the back of the smokes, and it's perfect from Rain. Can he take 2? Spots 1, trigger discipline, and Rain assassinates 2 from behind the smokes. And 3v2, still a shot at this for 3D Max if they can find Rain, and they will. And a long-sided kill from Exercise. All of a sudden, a round that didn't really have a lot going for 3D Max to kick things off is a 1v2 required of Jacob again. He's been lights out in this series. He's been so good. But another 1v2 required of him.
Exercise not known to be an AWPer, playing close up with the AWP. This might get a little bit dicey still, but is he just
he's
going
calling
to
it off.
save?
He's not even going for it. I would have liked to have seen, with the way he's playing, him go. Let's see if the 3D squad can capitalize upon the opportunity presented to them from the previous round victory. A chance to reset FaZe right at the end and make their last round bye very weak. Focusing more on the middle of the map early on here, 3D Max, but you know, you mentioned earlier, Yanko, hasn't been a lot of long success, but they are coming this way. And they're going to go into Brokey, who's waiting for them, and Jacob just around the corner. It's a good setup here for FaZe, but Brokey's just peeled away off the angle, so it's all on Jacob. They're trying to step up. First bullet inaccurate, but recovers it. Taken out by the flash to the peak from Brokey, and 3D Max finally some long success. FaZe Clan opportunity to save here because they don't have a lot going into the next round. Thing is, Carrigan's going to lose his life, so now it's just 2 players. Rain trying to retreat, but Body's waiting for it to punish the fallback, and he will. And now it's not even really worth anything on the save because it's just frozen. Fantastic turnarounds here from 3D Max.
And you know why FaZe lost this round, Dinko? Because of greed. Wanted to spot short as well, just at the moment when they were coming out long. If he just sticks to the setup, you know, they're able to shut down the long part of the play and secure the round, but maybe they bring it back in this final one.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, Frozen's just pushed into lower tunnels. He's come away with 1. He's not alone either. Look where Carrigan is. 3D Max wanted to just barrel into B, but you could see Rain charge back in time. Did a double nade to the tunnels, and a smoke came down, and FaZe just bring the fight to them in the final round. Making it FaZe have kept these pistols simple. They're going to be going heavy long with 3. Gravity and Exercise to meet them head on. Gravity tucking his head down, dodging any flashes that might come over the top, but he needs a shot. He needs a kill, and he's down so low without anything. So success for FaZe in the opening kill of this pistol round. Charge into the rotation. Brokey gets swung on. Needs a kill again here. Exercise doing a lot of work for his team in a 2v1. Lucky to step up for the last opportunity to win a pistol in this series. For the side of 3D Max. He's got his health, and he's got time. And creeps ever closer. The head of Carrigan tucked down, safely hidden away, but there's the shot. Now 1v1. We once knew a Frenchman who jumped for a shot. He's going for it again. And now Frozen, he's just winning to the back of the site, and Lucky's going to clutch it. Finally, 3D Max have a pistol round win.
Players on B.
Lurk smoke coming out here for FaZe. Lucky can just throw down some fire. Coat the tunnels in a blanket of flames. Minute left on the clock. Body flashed and forced back, and the B split is on. The MP9 running into the tunnels. Gravity blinded. His body blocked inside of the smokes. He's going for bullets, sending shots in, but it's a very awkward right now, and Gravity has traded position. He's got into the tunnels, but FaZe have got into B.
The Chaos, look at the HP on the side of FaZe Clan. 4 players, fairly low. I'm not sure if 3D Max has the same information. They're not even going to try anything in this round.
7, Gravity and MP9, but the rest, as you mentioned, those 3 M4s. It's quick for FaZe, and a lot more success. That is one hell of a shot from Jacob. Rained him. That's it. Well, that's it. That's one hell of a way to take long. Yeah. 3D Max, take notes.
I don't know, man. When we used to play, it's like, no matter how many flashes we use, you always feel like they're never blind. You're always blinded by the counter flashes. Like, you change the flashes, more of the same happens.
I mean, Jacob was blind. Like, that's it. He just got enough. When we know that, like, Liquid are not going to be playing with him. Here goes FaZe, fast into B. Real fast into B, and it's deadly from Lucky, who shuts everybody down. It's a lucky dip as FaZe left with nothing.
All right, that's a nice way to start a potential comeback for 3D Max. Carrigan wanting to change the pace, switch the bomb sides with a B rush. Even if Lucky doesn't get all those kills. There you go, and considering it's Lucky who finds the kill, they know Maka has one as well. Jacob out long, one more time.
Trying to fight, blinded, caught in an awkward position. 5v3 for 3D Max. No, 5v4 thanks to Carrigan realizing some space needed to be taken. If his long hasn't worked out, if you've lost a kill in mid, Carrigan realizes you need to get something back for FaZe, and if that's space, he'll go and take it. Carrigan rips it out of their hands. Maka, too many risks involved. Now the long flank spotted. Carrigan eventually goes down and falls to 2 players, Brokey and Frozen, to close out the 2v3 post plant in the B-bomb site.
There was no one else on B, it was only Body. Now Brokey catches Gravity before the smoke.
Oh, that's rough. You see the idea for Gravity, he wants to get a kill before that smoke plumes, but walking into an AWP.
Still decent utility for 3D Max, you know, smoke on Lucky, smoke, Molly on Exorcise. Let's see if that will be enough for them to retake the bomb site.
Messed the flash up. Oh, that's a vital piece of utility. And you can see it's kind of stuttered them into the B bomb site. Lucky just dying to the hands of Frozen. And what a round from Carrigan, stepping up, leading by example. They lost it. FaZe looking to go 2-0 in Belgrade. Carrigan up through short, Body dispatched off. Brokey following up, and it's all shut down. It's convincing from FaZe. The last 2 maps have been very comfortable. They haven't really had to break a sweat. It's been a great day at the office for Rain and Jacob. For 3D Max, they win the first map of Nuke, but their map pool showing some weaknesses, a lack of depth, and FaZe Clan able to exploit that